Huh. Yeah, this is strange. So listen to this. I don't know what's going on, but this is what happens when you go into a boardroom. This is what happens when you go into a boardroom. I mean, you got to talk. You can't just post videos online, dude. Let's see.
The reason to go into accounting is for the boardroom. The boardroom meetings and presentations. That's where it's at.
That's why I went.
That's what's exciting.
It was exciting.
Not the taxes. But you gotta learn all that to get to the boardroom. Everybody wants to get to the boardroom.
No, you don't.
Make the big decisions.
This
message is for Juan Garcia, CPA.
It's for me, and I'm not a CPA.
The reason to go into accounting is for the boardroom. The boardroom meetings and presentations. That's where it's at.
Okay.
That's what's exciting. Not the taxes. But you gotta learn all that to get to the boardroom. Everybody wants to get to the boardroom. Make the big decisions. This message is for Juan Garcia, CPA. The reason to go into
accounting. CPA? Okay, first of all, common misconception, I'm not a CPA, although I told my CPA story on none other than Jaeger's CPA review. Go and check that out in the link below. And again, that was Stephen Heizmann. I asked him to get on this Zoom call right here. Maybe he'll show up. Maybe like it's literally like in 5 seconds, it'll be ding, and then it's Stephen. Hello?
Yes, can you hear me?
Let's see, man. Turn that volume up. What's going on? Let me see. What if it's this? And then what's going on with my cam? All right. Can you hear me? Okay, I'm just assuming you can hear me because you're on mute. Are you technical footwork crafting? Let's see.
It keeps on putting me into driver mode when I move around.
Oh my.
Can you hear me now?
Get this right. Let's do this.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah. I mean, the thing keeps on flipping around and it keeps on going to driver mode. I don't know why it's doing that.
I'm extremely confused.
About what?
What does technical footwork crafting mean?
That was just me for short saying that I'm up here trying to do tightrope drills to keep my mind clear.
No, what is what does crafting mean?
What? Practicing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was actually right. Never mind. A lot of people spell, but I don't mind that. Actually, yeah. If they did that, let's see. There you go. Practicing.
All I was saying about your video was that I just look at it as it could be real short and sweet. I looked at it one way. That the goal is to get to the boardroom. Just when you choose accounting, it's like a conservative major to begin with.
Wait,
but you're trying to get
one moment. Okay. Go ahead. Yeah, man. What did that video mean? I was extremely confused, which is why I was like, what else you got, man?
I wasn't making fun of it.
What else?
No, I was just saying.
I didn't say that.
That was my
Did I say that?
I worked with people that they were gonna quit taxes.
Did I say you're making fun of me? Wait. Let's start from the beginning. Let's start.
I've seen so many people quit taxes, but they don't have.
Wait, man. Let's start from the beginning, man. This is CPA prime time. So you said, you got to know taxes to go to the boardroom. That's extremely confusing to me because I didn't know that much about taxes, and I was in audit. So
I think you got to know a little bit of everything in order to get to the boardroom because you got to know how to analyze the financial statements. If you don't know the taxes, then you can't analyze the financial statements.
Yeah, I agree that you need to analyze the financial statements. Why don't you think I did that, man?
What?
Why don't you think I did that?
I didn't say that you didn't do that.
Well, you said that it was sexy.
No, I never said that.
Like, it was attractive. What did you say exactly? Because, like, that video just threw me off, man.
All I said
was like, let's let him.
One reason why people drop out of taxes is because they're just drilled into hole of just paperwork. They're always in the weeds,
Sure.
and they hate it. Okay, and they want to get to, they don't know what to like about counting, so they just drop out. Let's go choose something completely different. They go, I'll be a chemist, or I'll be an engineer, or I'll be a flight pilot, air school or something. But they don't want to do taxes. But the real goal is just to learn just enough to be able to kind of like analyze it mentally. You want to be able to know there's implications in every state and every this, and you want to be able to know that.
Yeah.
Off the top of your head, so that way you can make split decisions. And if you're going to give a presentation, then you got to know that too.
I would agree, but if your presentation in the boardroom is not on taxes, then you don't got to know taxes to be in the boardroom. And I mean, I would at least agree with you that you got to know enough to be dangerous.
I'm not a big fan of taxes to begin with. Okay, I think that the EAs and the lawyers should have them anyway, because why be second best at anything? But
regardless of what we're a fan of and what we like or dislike, I mean, taxes is like, knowing taxes and knowing the secrets, knowing how to file taxes, like that's online, man.
Yeah, well, that's like basic, right?
You don't have to go to school or have a CPA to know that. You don't have to go to school.
That's very basic. You can do all your QuickBooks and Quicken and all that and make $2 an hour. But what I'm saying is, if you're going to make a decision in front of somebody and you're going to say, what if we move this plant over here and we move this plant over here, and you got different tax ramifications in different states, and you got 3 different states to choose from and all that, it helps to know, okay, this place is less than this place, or this is we're gonna have more employment law, or whatever you're gonna have to know. You're gonna have to know a lot more and make gut decisions on the fly and in a presentation, and you can't always prepare that much before you do this stuff. So it helps to know
it helps. Say that again.
It just helps to know it. I mean,
it helps, or do you have to know it? I was talking
about people on Facebook about this. It's like, they were like, what is mental accounting? I said, that's gut speak for you're making a split decision. Like you're analyzing things on a high level. You're speaking from your gut, but you know how everything flows. If you have an engineering mind, you know how to diagnose the financial statement, how everything flows through, and then what the implications would be based off the laws and ramifications.
Of course. What does that have to do with the boardroom?
That's where everybody wants to get to. That's the reason why you go into accounting. That's all I was saying.
I don't think that's where everyone wants to get to, man.
Why not? You think everybody wants to sit around and be bookkeepers all day?
No. I think people just are looking for a job, honestly.
People just start looking for a job.
People are looking for a job.
People just pick a major, and they pick a conservative major in accounting, and you try to make the best of it. And you don't want to be stuck in some dead-end job and get bored with it and then have to switch majors late in your career.
And that's why I chose accounting, right? So were you trying to insinuate that I was choosing accounting to end up in the boardroom?
No, I was saying that would have been what I would have said. That's all. I was just saying I would keep it short and sweet. That was my opinion. I thought I was contemplating. What do you mean? A comment to your thing, like an add-on.
You were keeping it short and sweet, or you would keep it short and sweet?
That's my thoughts on it. That's like, if I had it 2 ways. One would be taking a really easy accounting job and then automating everything with VBA or robots or whatever you want to call it, and then try and trade stocks while I'm at work. Or the other one would be making the CFO and making big decisions and mergers and acquisitions and intercompany transactions and running the plant and all that kind of stuff. That's fun.
Why do you got to do it secretly, though?
Secretly?
That's what you said in the video. I mean, everyone heard it.
Do what secretly?
Get robots.
Well, because you don't necessarily want to tip everybody off that you have all this spare time. But that's not, that's
why
not
ethical. Why not? Why don't you want to do that?
Well, there's a couple of reasons why you wouldn't want to do it. One, because the accountant that comes after you might not know how to use VBA, so you have to keep strict policies and procedures to even pull that off, and all the old files. And then the second reason would be,
why don't you just teach them?
Using time. You can't always train your successor.
What do you mean always train your successor, man? Of course you can't. Like, you got to pick the right ones. Like, you can't just pick any willy-nilly person.
Most of the time, you're done. And then you leave your notes and that's it.
Yeah, if you don't train them properly and you don't vet properly, of course. But that's not always, man.
Well, so you're more along the lines of saying you like everything the way it is exactly.
When did I say that?
You had a counter argument against what I said. I was just wondering if that was what you're saying.
No, I was saying that you said something on your video about secretly using robots. Why would you ever do that? That's
Not
unethical, man.
robots. That's like when I get the calls from the recruiters. You can't study robotics and be in finance. No. What I'm talking about is, it's like a joke. I mean, it'd be a dream job, okay? I was just trying to promote the CPA industry like you're doing, okay? And I was tagging you, thinking I was doing you a favor. And you're coming
No,
at me.
man. Yeah,
So-
no. No, man. Don't ever think you're doing me a favor. I'm not even doing you a favor by having you on. Come on. That's some stuff other CPAs say. I'm doing you a favor by responding. Come on, man. That's BS.
Well, I was trying to be
knock
nice.
that out
I've
of
been
the way.
spending the whole day just trying to be nice.
No. You are a nice guy. You are a nice guy. I'm a nice guy as well. Is that hard to believe?
No, I believe it.
I just look at the facts, and the facts are that you said something about secretly getting robots, and then
I was just joking around.
I said, you said,
job.
why would anyone want to know that? And I said, well, my clients actually tell people that they're either outsourcing or using robots. So that's very confusing to me.
So that was an unethical thing to say, but you didn't, because you didn't.
No. I didn't say that was an unethical thing to say. I said that's what you said.
I just meant it as a joke. I mean, can you imagine having the whole day to trade stocks while you got everything running on robot mode?
No, not as a poor accountant. Why would you trade stocks as a poor accountant?
You mean like set up my system to where my VBAs are just a bunch of buttons and they run my reports, and then I just read my reports with the breakpoints, and I monitor a little bit of stock and trade on the side? How hard would that be?
There's better ways to make money than investing in stocks with less than $100,000 in stocks, and these CPAs think they're going to make money. That's like the CPAs that tell people to invest in 401ks.
Oh,
Like,
is that
come
how much
on.
money? I'm not
Like, come
talking
on.
about that, Brian. Whatever, man. I'm not even talking about my own money.
You're not even talking about making money?
I don't even trade with my own money half the time.
So you've never traded before?
What?
Have you
We're gonna go
traded?
down-
Have you traded before?
I'm not going to answer that question.
Excuse me?
I'm not going to answer that question. We told you no technical.
Why not?
You're going to try to say that I'm giving financial advice as a CPA or something like that.
You're accusing me of baiting you into giving financial advice?
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about financial advice. I'm not going to. This whole thing.
I've traded before.
You don't think that you can make money trading stocks?
Have you made money trading stocks?
I've studied it long enough to where I've helped people. I know scientists that would trade on the stock. I know truck drivers that trade stocks on the side. Everybody can trade stocks on the side. You just got to be smart. Doesn't matter what profession you're in.
Yeah.
And if you don't have a lot of money, a lot of times you're trading your parents' money or giving them tips. You just read the news a lot.
Yeah, man. That's straight out of The Wolf of Wall Street. They're selling penny stocks to truck drivers. You ever watch that movie?
Well, it depends how smart you are. You ever seen a chemist trade penny stocks?
You ever watch that movie?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, man.
It's not really like that.
You're talking about truck drivers trying to be in the stock market.
Blue Book Pro. Is that the same thing as trading penny stocks? I've seen people trading the penny stocks, and that's still good for the stock market because they're not losing any money. They're not investing any money. It keeps
Why would I care about the stock market? Why would I care about what's good for the stock market? I care about what's good for the people, man.
You want people invested and interested in the stock market.
No, I want people making money. I don't want people invested in stocks. I want people making money. Like, let's get that straight.
Yeah, well, you want everybody to be paying attention to the stock market. You want them involved. That's called financial inclusion. You want people to be smart enough to be able to follow along to the stock market. You want people to follow along to the political.
I don't want people to follow along to anything.
You want people to be clueless and just wandering around through life. That's not financial literacy. That's not anything.
I don't want people to follow along to anything.
You want them
Let's get that straight. You
don't want them to walk.
I want people to make the best financial decision based on their goals, based on what they want to get to, right? So that depends on a revenue number and the target, which means, like, for some people that may mean actually at your income level, even as a CPA, even as a fancy PricewaterhouseCoopers, fancy EY CPA, that may mean put $0 in your 401k. That might mean that. That might mean that.
Did you major in finance too?
Why are you asking that? Does it seem like I did?
Doesn't sound like it.
No, definitely not. Why would I major in finance when you can learn that online?
Well,
I majored in accounting.
There's a lot of stuff you learn in school.
Accounting.
Learn online. That's how you get like haphazard information.
Accounting is going to be taught online, my friend.
You think the whole thing's going to be taught online? Well, the rest, it's going to turn into analysts.
Well, no, man. I won't tell you. I won't tell you that. You can think whatever you want about that, but because things are going to play out how they're going to play out, because that's education, right?
CPA.
That's education. People don't even need to go to any college to learn about accounting.
True, but most of the people that don't go to college and go to the online degrees can't get the CPA unless maybe they went in the military or something. They're really disciplined.
What do you mean?
Most of the people that get online degrees really struggle to pass the CPA exam. Is that not a fact?
I don't know. Where did you find that fact?
I read it in one of the journals.
Yeah, man. I don't know about that. What is the point there?
The point is that there's not enough pressure in the online schools right now. They're not good enough, not credible enough. I get the point at the high school thing because.
Okay. Have you seen CPA JMac?
Is that the rapping CPA?
Nah, that's Drew. That's Drew. I've edited some of his videos. But Justin McAuliffe, his last post, do you have Instagram?
Yeah, I got Instagram, I think.
Yeah, man. Look up at CPA JMac right now.
No, I'm good right here.
What does that mean?
I can't maneuver this thing around right now. It's
Okay.
flipping around.
Okay, so you're talking.
Take away my audio.
You're talking on your phone.
First time on Zoom.
Okay, this is your very first time on Zoom.
Correct.
Okay, that's fine. Anyway, CPA JMac's last post is about accounting education. Really, it's about accounting content, and it's about just other industries laughing at us, dude. That's what I'm talking about.
You got to be interested in it to begin with, and you got to begin with the end in mind. And if your goal is to just sit with your head down,
you don't, man.
Reading documents, yes, you do. You got to have
You don't gotta begin with the end in mind.
You want
that's ridiculous to tell any college accounting student who knows that if you learn accounting, that's probably the best business subject to learn. That's basically, if you major in accounting, that's better than majoring in entrepreneurship.
When I'm reading accounting, what am I thinking about? When I get out of here, I'm going to be making this much money. When I go and do this, I'm going to be making this much money. That's what motivates me to get to school. So if you begin with the end in mind, if you pick your major right away after you get out of high school and you stick with it the whole time, you might end up double majoring in all this and coming out with a double degree, finish the CPA, become obsessed with it.
Look, man. Where are you headed then with this end in mind?
Money motivates you more than fear. So if you're just going to say that people should just do accounting,
but look, let me break it down for the kids out here that may not be as educated, right? Where is this end in mind for you?
I knew exactly what I wanted to do right before I went into school. Picked accounting.
So where is this end in mind for you?
The end in mind for mine, well, it's gotten a little sidetracked because I'm working into entrepreneurship with some.
How do you guess then? How do you base a entire career decision with the end in mind then?
Because I would have never been able to work
if it's gotten sidetracked.
I had double majored. I would have never worked as FINRA, and then I would have never gotten into a major manufacturing environment. It would never done any work with Homeland.
Okay.
All of that wouldn't have come if I had a double major.
Impressive. And so, where's this end in mind? Is it like very clear, or is it watery? I'm confused by what advice you're giving and what you're saying now.
Look, the way I look at it is that right now, if I start a business and I fail, I probably won't be able to start another business again. I will have to get a job and then do that, right? But if I do fail, no. We have assets around here.
You shouldn't have to fail. You shouldn't have to fail if you know how to sell things in the 2019, 2020 economy.
I don't think like that.
That's something I trace. No. You as an entrepreneur in this era, I don't know where you come from. I don't know who your grandpappy is, but he had it harder than you if he wanted to start, right? So I would deem it acceptable for him to go get a job if he couldn't start a business. But if you can't run a business now, I'm going to just leave you out where Gary Vee says.
You're saying that I can't run a business right now because I'm on vacation because my brother's wedding's coming up? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm saying that. No, I'm not saying that. Why would you say that, man?
I'm just marketing a couple firms. I had the CPA. I shut it down. I was going to move to Texas. Okay. And so I got an empty basket there. And then I got
You should be able to sell pizzerias if you're good at marketing. You should be able to sell music.
I've done all of that. I've worked with pizza. I've worked with chicken. I've worked with.
You should be able to sell water.
What do you want me to sell you right now?
Water.
You want some water? Let's see.
Zero water right here. Zero water right here. The water that keeps the accountants going all night to even have these discussions. I'm selling water,
hey,
man. I sold it. You sell it now.
I got clean water here, and you got dirty water there.
Why is that?
How much did you pay me for my water?
What do you know about my water?
I know everything about your water.
You're making claims. You're making claims. Are those ethical claims?
Doesn't matter. It's just a debate. It's a game.
It doesn't matter. Facts don't matter. As a CPA, taxes matter, but facts don't matter.
A spoon?
As a CPA, to get in the boardroom and make hundreds of thousands of dollars for your firm, taxes matter, but facts don't matter.
I'm already in the boardroom if it's my firm.
Facts matter. Facts don't matter, but taxes matter.
The stuff that I'm selling,
Please explain that, man. That is extremely confusing to me. I play on facts. I play on facts. Go back on what?
Go back and say what you just said again.
Well, I mean, I said what you said.
I am generally trying to promote accounting industry, finance industry, dairy industry, and other various venture capitalist ideas that I come across because I'm trying to form relationships with people and then swing back around and use those relationships. So I say, be interested in the stock market, be interested in accounting, try to become a CPA, do everything you can to go to school, all that.
Yeah, man.
Don't get caught up in all this fear that you're going to get stuck in some student loan crisis and all this and blah, blah, blah. Things will work out if you work out. If you can get into school, you should go to school. If you could buy a smaller house and send your kids to school, you should do that. Enough with the talk about, only, Facebook dropped out and all this, and you don't need a high school degree for that. That's Kyle's problem. That's you guys' problem because you got recruiters saying you got to do this and this and this before you can go into Big Four. That's your problem, not mine. I can hire whoever I want in my companies. Kids can do some of the jobs I'm bringing on.
Yeah. Do you know about JX4? Do you know about JX4?
No.
Okay, so you don't know what I said about all the West Side kids that can actually beat all the Big Four kids. All the West Side poor kids that may not even own a laptop, what they can do to the Big Four kids. You don't know what I said about that, right?
I don't understand it.
Okay, I'll put it right here. But this is what you said, by the way.
The boardroom.
Let's start it over.
This message is for Juan Garcia, CPA. The reason to go into accounting is for the boardroom. The boardroom meetings and presentations, that's where it's at. That's what's exciting. Not the taxes, but you got to learn all that to get to the boardroom. Everybody wants to get to the boardroom, make the big decisions. This message is for Juan Garcia, CPA.
Yeah, man. Everyone wants to get to the boardroom.
Is that too harsh?
I definitely don't believe that. I definitely don't believe. Why would that be too harsh?
I don't understand why you're playing it again. I mean,
what do you mean you don't understand?
Huh?
What do you mean you don't understand?
Why would you re-quote me? Well, I really don't like being in the limelight. I'm just going to run some businesses and be private about it.
Dude, no one knows about me. I don't like being in the limelight either. I'm not going to be number one on the list like Andrew Argue. Have you heard of Andrew Argue?
Why wouldn't you even think that you could be?
Have you heard of Andrew Argue? I didn't say that. I said I don't want to be. Okay. Have you heard of Andrew Argue?
Andrew, the tennis player?
No, I don't watch tennis, man. Do you watch tennis?
Not really.
Okay. I don't know who you're talking about. Anyway, the guy on the top of the charts and as far as sales and accounting goes. You said you were marketing a couple firms?
There are landing pages right now, legally.
Yeah, man. People said that Andrew Argue is my competition, yet, I'm not doing anything like that.
Oh, Andrew Argue. Yeah, well, he's the one that's giving away the scripts. That just sounds ridiculous in front of everybody, not me. I know you're not doing that. Honestly, I thought that you were doing a good thing, and I was just trying to tack on to that a little bit. Like, here's a different opinion. Because when I went and I was working as a data auditor, I knew a guy that did taxes for a couple of years, and of course you go through all this schooling, and then you get your lessons and all that, and then you're working in taxes, and you just get burnt out. And he's going for an autopilot, and I'm thinking, man, you're going to make so little money doing that, and if you just stuck with it, you could find a place if you just maneuver around in the company. If you can find like a good company that'll switch you around in different positions, you get more exposure to different things, and then you end up in the boardroom where,
Well,
make
I
a lot of
mean,
money.
you could end up in the boardroom in an internship real fast by
No doubt.
communicating your value.
No doubt. Yes. That's why you've
Do
done
you
away
know
with
why
high school.
that is? Do you
Still
know why
haven't
that
done away-
is?
But you still haven't done away with the recruiters that only allow Big Four experience for all some other stuff. So it creates the whole loop. You have to have Big Four experience to do this, this, and this, or something like that.
What do you mean?
You did away with the college degree because you're looking for the Zuckerbergs. You're looking like the people that are recruiting, like the Navy recruits people straight out of high school, and then they send them off to different schools and stuff like that. You know,
Well, I
people
mean,
that
I could, but
you
I
have
don't
the
know
in-house
what you're talking about that I did away with a college degree. I mean, I could do it, but I
the Big
have
Four.
my college
Big Four
degree.
no longer requires the Big Four no longer require. I don't know if it's all of them. Doesn't require the college degree.
Yeah,
So
we
you
just
go in.
talked about that the other day.
Right. That's what I was talking about. That's what I'm saying. But the loop is when you're a recruiter and you come out, you have to have the Big Four experience to go into certain jobs. And so it doesn't really make a lot of sense.
What doesn't make sense?
It's just I think it causes a loop in the job market. If you can scroll through all these jobs and you can say, well, I can't work there unless I've ever worked at Big Four, and you can't really ever work for Big Four unless you graduate at the top of
them.
very top.
Why work there if you didn't work in Big Four? Work somewhere else.
Most people want to get a big name and brand on their resume early in their career.
Then they should get it. Then they should do the proper
But
work
back
to get
when
it.
I graduated, you had to graduate at the very top of your class to be able to do that.
And
So then you're stuck in a loop a little bit. You go into private industry and you don't move up the ladder. Instead, you go vertical, and then people criticize you for not being king of the hill and all that. So you got to maneuver in other ways. Then you end up becoming an entrepreneur. That's how it goes.
well, is that a bad thing or a good thing?
Well, it's a bad thing when you have an accounting firm and then you're trying to get in there with patents and stuff, and they think you're just trying to market your accounting firm. I'll tell you that. But
Well, how do you get past that though? Instead of just thinking that it's bad, how do you get past that?
how do you get past that? You just huddle up and keep these secrets for a long time. That's what you do. You got to keep all your notes like a journal, and try to give away breadcrumbs, and people still end up stealing a lot of ideas.
Well,
So I changed it just a little bit.
If you're good enough, those little ideas don't mean shit.
Well, that's the thing. That's why I still got an accounting firm. So if you're talking about how I got some kind of professional,
No. Have you been in the zero community?
I'm a member of it, but I don't have any clients that ever use it.
Oh man, look up
like
Jose
it.
Zavala. Look up Jose Zavala. Look up Will Lopez. Okay, Jose Zavala is one of my clients, and he's a lot about collaboration over competition. And so, man, he's given away so many secrets. Like,
Right.
he basically discombobulated what you just said. Like, you don't gotta keep secrets, man. He says it.
No.
Him and Will Lopez, literally of gusto, say it on a podcast. Like people,
Look, I know, man, 'cause
people
I had
used
it in
to
my
think
wonder.
that you used to need secrets. Like you don't need secrets, man. You need to build a company.
No, that's not necessarily true for some things, because some things my dad just trained me on this. He would
Well,
say,
like cryptocurrency software,
bad ideas, and he would say some ideas are so extreme that I shouldn't leave the house talking about them because they're just stupid ideas. They're like a business like that. You don't want to put your name behind. So sometimes you have a bad idea and you need to bounce it off somebody before you go public with it.
I agree with that. If it's a really secret idea, I mean, I wouldn't let it out.
Sometimes you gotta sometimes your idea is very specific.
But as far as ideas that are very common, like in the zero community, if you collaborated, if you looked at a lot of this content, you would see, hey man, like you can actually get to the boardroom without knowing shit about taxes. Like, and by the way,
you can get to the boardroom.
By the way, a brand like PwC would actually want you to, because they care about ROI. What business owner and accountant out there doesn't care about ROI?
I'm not mocking
wait. That's what all my clients care about. That's what almost every business owner. That's what every business owner cares about. Every business owner cares about sales at the end of the day.
That's exactly what I'm doing. That's why I don't work with Zero so much, because they don't do much GovCon stuff. If I'm going to do GovCon stuff.
Yeah, man. You said you don't like to be recorded, right? I mean, what video prompted you to say stuff like this, that you have to know taxes to be in the boardroom, when I didn't know taxes, yet I was in the boardroom helping PwC out much more than they were paying me. Let's see. I believe you lost your connection here. We'll wait for him.
You still there?
Yeah. So what are you saying?
It's mental accounting, okay? It's split decision accounting from the gut. You're at the golf course, right? You got your little spreadsheet with your game theory built in and all that. And somebody asks you about some whatever $1 billion contract deal. And you know about this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. Because you've done all the, and you got a split decision to make. And you can put a little bit of numbers in, but you can't spend all day thinking about a yes or a no, or you're going to waste a lot of people's time going through all the records.
Business acumen and business decisions and pulling the trigger.
That is mental accounting with a little bit of help from your devices.
Definitely, 100%. Your ancestors would slap those fucking devices out of your hand.
Why? Because I don't know how to use Zoom?
They would slap it out of your hand because you're not using it enough. Like if accountants from 50 years that died 50 years ago even had a phone to look up stuff, and they knew what with people were struggling, like worried that they couldn't stay in business in 2019. Boy, oh boy.
Oh, you're saying that you're talking politics now. You're talking about Republican and Democrat stuff. You think that I'm not for the people?
How am I saying that?
You're saying that people are struggling and they don't have jobs in 2019, and you're trying to create more jobs. And I've been trying to do that. That's why I went to that venture capital meeting the other day and was meeting with the guy with the seed fund about the non-property ideas.
What does that have to do with what you just said?
Where were you going with that? Where are you going with the?
Well, let's stay on what you're assuming, right? What did you say about what did you say about politics? I didn't say anything about politics. I said everything about economics, though. Okay, those are two different things. Politics and economics are two different things.
Not necessarily. How can you know what's going to happen economically if you don't follow politics?
You mentioned Democrats and Republicans compared to ancestors from 50 years ago making money off of their phone. That's what you said.
50 years ago, there was a boom.
All I said was the economics part. People making money off of their phone compared to now, 50 years ago, in accounting. That doesn't have anything to do with politics. You know, anyone could be president right now and the phone exists.
Who would want to be president right now?
What does that have to do with anything I just said, man?
I don't know where any of this is going. I mean, that's not politics and economics.
No. Stay on topic, man. Hey, what does that have to do with anything I just said?
Yeah, I'm here. What's the question?
What does what you just said have to do with anything I just said? Okay, if you forgot, let me break it down for you. Let me break it down for you. If you forgot, let me break it down for you.
Hey, what's up?
If you didn't hear me, let me break it down for you. I mentioned that.
Hey, I can't hear you.
Okay.
Turn the volume up.
Hello? I mean, my mic, it's saying that I'm talking.
Oh, there you are. I got you. All right, you got to go back. Sorry about that.
You good?
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't hear anything you just said. It's something muted. This thing is wild. It's flipping around on me.
All right, man. So I said phones. They exist now. The internet.
Right.
LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Instagram. All these resources. LinkedIn Helper. If we want to talk about marketing, right?
But marketing is
all that exists now. And 50 years ago, the accountants that not were born, that died 50 years ago, if they saw what existed now and heard that people were going out of business, they would slap these phones out of their hands, man.
Look, I started to sell the same thing to people in my neighborhood. I live
what that has to do with politics. That has everything to do with
economics. I live because it's the concept.
To do with economics and tech.
The stock market is up, so the economics are up.
Tell me what that has to do with Democrats and Republicans.
Stock market,
as you were
because
saying,
that's the basic argument right now. The stock market is up. but people are struggling with the lower level jobs. I get it. But you walk up to these places and you say, look, do you know how to do this? Can you model your barbershop after sports clips? Okay. And they don't know where to start. So I'm like, you just pay attention to it, and then you partner up with people that know what they're doing. But they need that like incentive, that person to tell them to do that. And I try to do that. But that doesn't necessarily help. That might put them in a risky situation. You don't know if they're going to be, taking money from somebody and then they lose it and somebody's coming after them.
Man, people lie to their accountants, and accountants lie to me as well. You'd be surprised.
Where's that coming from? You're saying that
you just said that people may do something. I said you don't know what people are going to do.
Yeah.
That's where that came from, man.
Yeah, well, that's the thing about when you give advice to somebody that doesn't know how to run a business. Are you doing them a service? I mean, they can partner with people, but if they don't partner with the right person, they can get shafted because it could be a lawyer or an accountant that takes all their money, and it gets even more complicated because they might borrow money from their family, and it's dangerous.
Well, that's why CPA JMax last post is relevant, right? Look that up after this, man, because this is all taken care of, basically. Like everything that you're saying here, it's taken care of.
You think I was trying to come up with some revolutionary statement? I was just trying to.
When did I say that?
You're saying go back to
assuming that? Are you assuming that I said you were trying to come up with a revolutionary?
If it's already been said and done, then why would I go and read the same thing?
By what you were saying.
You have a tone about you, and I think it's more or less like, hey, why don't you go read a book about the same thing you're just talking about, because that way you'll realize that you're not talking about anything new. And I'm just saying that I'm trying to launch companies, so I'm trying to make a little bit of noise.
Who's not talking about anything new?
Under the radar.
Who's not talking about anything new?
You said that I wasn't saying anything new.
When did I say that?
Just rewind the tape here a little bit. I know you're going to edit it.
I mean, I will. What do you mean I'm going to edit it? Does that...
You're in control. This is your video.
But what do you mean I'm going to edit it? What did that statement mean?
Is this your video, right?
I promise to keep it raw.
All right.
What did you mean by you knew I was going to edit it?
I've been in situations where you go and people, they edit it. I mean, look at Fox News.
What situations have you been in? What situations?
I worked in the media companies before.
Have you been in? What media companies?
I've been working in a media consulting firm before for TD Ameritrade and all those places.
What did they do without getting into any confidential information?
What they do is when somebody goes on for an interview and maybe so there's a blooper or something like that, they edit the video and they take it out. Or maybe they'll spin it their way. You know how that goes.
Well, I mean, it's proven that, news outlets spin it their way, which is why this is beautiful, which is why I sent you a Zoom link so the people can have the raw deal here.
I'm not saying that that's exactly what they do. Not that specific company, but
no, not that company, but that's what happens in media. I would agree.
Yeah. That's TV.
But
and that's
you're saying that you knew that I was going to edit it?
I just assume that if somebody else is in control, then they're going to edit it because we're not on audio laws or anything like that. So you can do whatever you want to do with your own video. If you want to put it out raw and then you get mad at me 2 years from now and you just cut it up and make it sound like I've got blurps and create some kind of a doll or a meme or something like that, you can do whatever you want, right? Because you own it.
Well, I mean, if you know anything about media, you know that I could take your voice right now and make it say anything in 5 years, 10 years.
Well, then there'll be some other technology that'll be able to unwind that and prove that you did it.
So, I mean, people would still believe it if I was a good marketer.
At the first, but then they would think you're highly unethical for doing it.
So, I could still do it.
You could do it, but then they would catch you.
I don't think most people do their due diligence, just
That was old school. That's newspapers. They've already got stuff like that. When you come up with fake news, they have AI that can refine the fake news. That's all here.
Dude, we haven't seen a world where deep fakes are literally on LinkedIn just talking out and about, right? So that's why I said on, JX4 in a recorded client meeting the other day that people are literally going to take me, Juan Garcia, and make me say things that I've never said.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I'm hedging.
Your audience is different then because you're talking to accountants and
I'm talking to the less than 1% of accountants.
I'm talking to people that are of like high school and college age and just trying to get them interested in maybe picking a major. Accounting is fun. Finance is fun. Technology is fun. Try to patent stuff.
I'm talking to young people too, man. I'm talking to people that look up to drug dealers more than accountants, man.
Well, that's everywhere. That's because they get money. That's because they have cool cars and loud music.
So do accountants, man.
Well, they don't go drive around showing it off enough.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I literally said that today.
That's where the whole rapping CPA thing came from. That's why people on here.
Go to my Instagram, man. Go to Goldlake Media, and you'll see. Like,
You
where I do, I can. You want to spit a flow right now? Like, what's going on?
Do it.
Is this a rap battle?
Yeah, let's go.
Like, let's go. I'm not the rapping CPA, but I can.
Let's not do it because I'm already kind of tired anyway. What time is it?
Yeah, man. I can rap. I can rap, especially when I'm tired.
Maybe we'll do this again sometime.
I mean, we can do it. We can do it anytime.
Like, I'm never gonna have anything.
I'm
never gonna have anything to tell you that's gonna be like something that you want to hear because
what do I want to hear? What do I want to hear?
I have no profound thing to say.
What do I want to hear?
You want to hear something like profound, like something that's original, something that no one else says.
Why do I want to hear that?
Because that's what makes you a good CPA marketer. That is what drives traffic when you come up with unique material. Okay.
It's hard to be original.
Well,
I would say it's hard to be original. I would say you don't got to be original in the accounting market because no one knows anything.
To be good, you got to be original.
The accounting market.
To be good. You can go on there and tell people how to set up a LinkedIn page, and yeah, you get clickbaits to the people that are just starting out on LinkedIn. But that's it. The CEOs that are hanging out there late in the afternoon, they're not going to be paying attention to that. They just scroll by.
Oh man. Well, then they're making a big mistake if they're reading books and not looking at that. And I had Jody. You know Jody Padar?
You think they should be looking at their LinkedIn profile and how to optimize it over and over again?
What was that?
Yeah, I've seen her. She's posting all kinds of cool stuff all the time. I almost bought her book. I might have bought it on Kindle. I don't think I read it yet.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even know she had a book. I just had her on my podcast, man.
Yeah, she's great. She's like she's driving mover in the robotics category, or robos or bots, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, man. A lot of people have a lot of misconceptions about what people consume online, and she even did on my podcast. And so she's dropping amazing content herself that people will not even know she has a book, but they will start making more money by literally a couple sentences she posts or a video.
Well, see, I've got 12,000 contacts right now, and in my prior versions of LinkedIn, if you combine them all, I'd have 30.
Let's see. Okay. Muted. You muted your mic. We're talking about contacts. I capped my contacts and I'll put out the evidence.
Oh, you there?
Yeah. I capped my contacts and I'll put out the evidence from this week when I literally said that to a client. So tell me more about your contacts.
Well, if I go and I give a presentation somewhere, I want to be able to take on somebody new. I don't want to keep growing on LinkedIn.
I would agree that you would have to grow strategically versus go to 30,000 contacts just because.
Right. Once you get to a ground base, you don't need to market anymore on LinkedIn. I mean, just a little bit. You got to.
No, you don't have to market on LinkedIn at all, but it's a good idea.
Yeah, certainly. And that's why I was trying to promote the accounting industry a little bit. That's why I videoed you. I didn't know.
And what did you say in the video? Because I totally forgot. I totally forgot. Okay, let's get back to the video. Right. You're right. Let's get back to the video. What did you say in the video? To you promoting the market. What did you say in the video?
Don't play the video game. Listen to me.
Wait. Whoa.
There's a lot of people that are young.
Hey. I'm asking you what you said in the video. Don't tell me not to play the video game.
I said
I could edit this.
You want to get to the boardroom
right here.
I said that you want to get to the boardroom. That's your driving factor. If you think about money all day long, you're going to be a good accountant. Same thing with banking. If you think about money, you're going to take care of that money. But if you don't, then it might not be the right career for you. So if you think, I want to be in the boardroom and make some big decisions and make some big deals and work with patents or venture capitalists and all that, and you're into that, then that's why you go into accounting. So you're promoting that major. And I'm speaking to a lot of college kids that just graduated their internships right now because I'm just clicking the button to add people right now.
Okay. So that's what you meant by the video, that you said this is a message to Juan Garcia. What do you mean by
Right, that was my 2 cents added on what you were saying. I might not have picked up every exact word of your video.
What did you get from what I was saying though? I get that you might not get every word or know every context or know what I said last week, right? Okay, so what did you really get from what I'm saying? Like, let's break it down for the people.
Well, you play it again. Can you play it again?
Your video?
I just thought that you were saying something about.
So you're on.
I thought you were saying that you didn't like taxes, right? Not necessarily like taxes, kind of, right?
Dude, I hate taxes, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, so do I. But I'm just saying it helps you make split decisions. That's all. But I wasn't even talking in that way. I'm not even. I
hate taxes, man.
If you do the high net worth,
love taxes? Do you love taxes?
If you do the high net worth
tax lover?
clients, okay, and you don't know taxes, you're gonna get caught in some weird conversations.
And you don't know taxes?
You gotta know taxes.
There's a difference between knowing it and liking something, man.
Well, yeah, I hate it. I mean, but I'm not gonna.
So you hate taxes?
I think that it shouldn't be part of the CPA exam because there's too many people that get stuck out of the CPA exam. I think it should be one. You get a credential for each one. They should pass it to the lawyers and the EAs. We've already gone over this. Yes, I hate taxes, but if you want to go to the boardroom, then you should get you get certifications, degrees. Keep going to school. Keep reading until you get to where you want to be.
Let me see, man. You like hard work though?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what most accountants like. Let's see.
Presentations, that's where it's at.
Let's see. Presentations seem pretty hard, man. In the boardroom.
This message is for Juan Garcia, CPA. The reason to go into accounting is for the boardroom. The boardroom meetings and presentations, that's where it's at. That's what's exciting.
It's fucking
Not the
exciting.
taxes, but you got to learn all that to get to the boardroom. Everybody wants to get to the boardroom, make the big decisions.
Yeah. I love
this
hearing
message is for Juan Garcia, CPA.
One more
The
time.
reason to go into accounting is for the boardroom. The boardroom meetings and presentations, that's where it's at. That's what's exciting.
You like hearing my voice?
Are you saying that? So you're saying that the reason to go into the boardroom, the reason to go into accounting
The
is
reason to go into
the
boardroom? You're missing the whole picture.
Let's
The
see.
reason to go into accounting.
Juan Garcia, CPA. The reason to go into accounting is for the boardroom.
Okay, so let's stop right
The
there.
reason to go into accounting is for the boardroom. So
Yeah,
when
what do you mean by that?
accounting, you think about the boardroom. You're going to give them presentations, make big decisions. You're going to be dealing with a lot of money. You know, not with Wall Street stuff. Think more like Billions and those types of shows. Or that other movie with the business consulting, the management consulting show on HBO or Showtime or whatever.
Well, I mean, you could also be in a closet doing that.
Well, if you want to be like that guy on The Office, fine. You know, just sitting there and studying all the time where you're sitting in the closet.
But like, let's be real. That's what happens. Like, they put us in a closet and we're counting millions and billions.
I wasn't in a closet. I was in a manufacturing environment with a whole room to myself.
They put us in a closet, man.
I mean, I've worked in a couple closets that were maybe a little bit like a closet, but even then, it wasn't a closet. It was in a cubicle or an open space.
I mean, at least there's snacks. Let's say that. Let's make it a little bit better for the kids.
I've never worked in a place that was as bad as the office. I'm going to tell you that right now, honestly. I had walk-arounds. I had other stuff to do. I had to train people and risk management and insurance, just all kinds of meetings and things like that. It was never like the office.
Right. I get it.
I'm serious. And then when I did have to do assignments that were open office, that was exciting in its own way, but it was distracting. And I make a comment about it, and then people say, oh, he hates all open offices. And then I go to a WeWork, and I loved it because it was just the amenities, just the basic little amenities. And they have private offices mixed with the open office. They have this water where they let the fruit sit in there, and you got real vitamin water, cold brew coffee that kind of grows on you.
Mm-hmm.
Just small things like that go a long way because, you know.
Okay, so this statement, what did you mean by that? Do you know what statement I'm referring to?
Do you have nothing to say?
Wait, what? You're answering a question with a question. You're answering a question with a question. I'm having you on the podcast to explain what just occurred on LinkedIn here. What is this video? What is this video about? That's why we're on the call. You do know that.
The video is about me getting over my fear of doing videos in front of people because I hate that crap. I'm trying to market my companies. I got a wedding coming up in a week.
Okay, so let's say, what's your biggest fear? Let's break this down. Let's break this down. What's your biggest fear about getting on video?
Because they can see your face. They can put you on facial recognition stuff.
Don't show your face then. Make a cartoon and do audio. Bam. My mentor does that. One of the best in the world. It doesn't show his face anywhere.
Well, it's too late now.
What do you mean it's too late now?
I did some warm-ups for my brother's speech on Facebook, but
No. What do you mean it's too late now? What's your biggest fear? Is that really what this call is about, or is it about this video? Is this call about you? Figuring out your fear over videos, or is this about this video right here? Like,
this message is for Juan Garcia, CPA. The reason to go into accounting is for the boardroom. The boardroom.
Why is the reason to go into accounting for the boardroom? Because
here's the audience, college kids, right? Here's the major, accounting. Here's the end goal, boardroom.
What if they're scared, man?
Make money, okay? So if you're making money, you're motivated with the end in mind. The whole time, you're motivated to get through what you're doing. You think it's fun studying tax and law and all that? No. You're sitting there thinking about there's an end, there's a rainbow, there's a gold pot at the end of the rainbow. And that pot isn't even that big when you get there. So you might as well dream big and think it's going to be like that, or you're just not going to be going into accounting. You can't come out with the most realist thing. Dream big and land somewhere. That's all you got to do.
Okay. So you think everyone wants to be in the boardroom? That's what you're saying?
No, I'm saying that is the end goal. You think everybody wants to play in the minor leagues?
Does the boardroom mean the major leagues?
If you make it to CFO and you're in control of a lot of money, do you make more money than a bookkeeper?
Well, it depends. You can be a CFO right out of college.
Huh?
And you can be a CFO right out of college, and if you don't know that, you haven't been anywhere near Silicon Valley.
Oh, I have. I've seen it. You could be.
No. If you can't be a CFO right out of college, then you haven't been anywhere near Silicon Valley, because you can be anything, really.
I haven't been to Silicon Valley.
So those are just titles. Those are just titles, right?
All right.
So
don't talk Silicon Valley. I know plenty of people that have here that lived in Silicon Valley and then go back to Silicon Valley.
What was that? What did you ask me to do? You said don't talk to you about Silicon Valley. The one thing I know.
I said that I've never been near Silicon Valley. That I don't know young people.
No, I said that if you need to wait to be a CFO, yes, you don't know anything about Silicon Valley, because that's exactly what they need.
Those are younger CFOs. They don't make as much money unless they hit it big. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about with like established bigger companies, like a manufacturing, food industry.
Well, let's be specific. Thank you. Let's be specific.
I'd rather work for Boeing than for some startup, wouldn't you? Because that's got stability.
Well, I worked for PricewaterhouseCoopers, the number one brand in accounting. Like what was that?
Sometimes you go there and you're stuck with one little thing, Sarbanes-Oxley or one little thing, they're working on it, right? They're trying to make it more fun, but how many people go in there and they want out?
A lot, man.
Right. And
everyone
there's been times in my career where I would have loved to go on in there because you get a big name behind it. You put in a couple of years and you get a big name.
Well, that's what I did, man.
Yeah. So there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying that it sucks if you get pigeonholed.
Well, then, if you get pigeonholed, you really gotta, you gotta communicate your way out of that. Because if you get pigeonholed based off of your skills, too bad, so sad. But if you're a skilled individual that shouldn't be pigeonholed, that's what my free content is there for, man. The 5 ways to communicate your value as an accountant, as an introvert, which most accountants are. Most CPAs, JJ, the CPA, has all of these stats. Highest percentage of Asperger's, right? People aren't going to pop up from the CPA profession and start talking like me, man. That's the only reason I basically made it to the boardroom, because they needed someone like me, really. And my friends. We both left. They were afraid to hire us because they thought we would quit. And we did. They told us. So let's see. On mute. You there? Still don't know what this video means.
This message is for Juan
He said, I like
Garcia,
hearing his voice.
CPA.
Let's see. For sure.
The reason to go into accounting is for the boardroom. The boardroom meetings and presentations, that's where it's at. That's what's exciting. Not the taxes, but you got to learn all that to get to the boardroom. Everybody wants to get to the boardroom, make the big decisions. This message is for
Dude.
Juan Garcia.
Okay, so for the kids out there that may have some misconceptions based off that statement, my friends and I did make some big decisions. We made big decisions against people that had been there 15 plus, 20 plus years, 10 plus years, partners, US marketing directors. I mean, it's all true. Like, you know, people are going to say, you know, you want to get to the boardroom without knowing about taxes. And like, all they are is, you know, they're a bit jealous of what occurred, I think. Let's see.
This message is for Juan Garcia, CPA.
Okay, that's one video. I think there's another video. I'm not a CPA, man.
The reason to go into accounting is for the board.
Okay, I'm tired of that video. Let's see.
Meetings and presentations, that's where it's at.
Where's the second video? Did it get deleted here?
Oh, you there?
Hey, man.
There?
What happened?
Yeah. The more money you're in charge of, the more money you make.
This message is for Juan Garcia, CPA.
Let's see. The more money you're in charge of, the more money you make.
Generally speaking, or the more value you
Dude,
have.
that is so, man. I'm not speaking to you. I'm speaking to those out there listening. Like, that is such a common misconception. I got so disgusted when I heard how much money we were counting in the VC offices of Silicon Valley. By the way, not just any willy-nilly VCs, PricewaterhouseCoopers VCs, aka Hollywood names that I cannot name. Like,
Dude,
they were wait. This is not
you don't
not
think they're going to be making over $100,000 a year?
This is not to put me on. This is not to put me on. This is not
How
about
much is
me.
Silicon Valley company? Where's the tech industry going anyway? There's $1 million.
This is not about me. This is not about me. This is not about you. Look, I'm describing the reality to the kids out there that you say you like to communicate to, right? Okay. So wait. So look, this is not about me. This is not about me. This is not about me. This is not about you. This is about the kids.
Let's keep on
Okay,
playing.
so wait. This is about the kids.
This
This is about the kids. This is account.
Choose accounting.
Okay, I will
the
talk
boardroom,
after.
if you make it to the boardroom, you get more money.
Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna break that down why that is not true. Okay, kids, I was actually disgusted when I went into PricewaterhouseCoopers and I found out that the VC partners, extremely smart people, not rich people, not wealthy people, smart CPAs that did deal with hundreds of millions of dollars in investment, let alone billions. If you listen to any type of tech VC podcast, you will hear the names that that I was auditing, right? Cannot say them, of course. Sensitive information. Now, if you go there, kids, and you audit hundreds of millions in not only cash, not only investment, but cryptocurrencies, okay? Some new stuff. If you go there and audit them, let's say that's the most you've ever seen invested in anything in your life. Just because you advise them on that, that does not mean you make a percentage of that.
That's how you get experience.
Now, look, what I was disgusted by was by the VC managers literally having, look, kids, you want to make money? It's not the way we just said. If you want to make money, you have to be like, when they say something like, oh, we count everyone's money and we look at what they invested in. And, we really wish that was ours. We really wish we were investing in these companies, but we count them, we audit them, right? If you don't look at that statement and just feel sick to your stomach that you only count what they're looking at, you don't want to make money. Like, that is not the same thing as auditing them, because tons of kids cycle through these VCs and these big investment companies and these big, not even VCs, just companies to where they are managing a boatload of cash, really.
Right.
That doesn't mean you make a percentage of it, kids. That doesn't mean you are ever going to be rich. There is no telltale sign there. There is no telltale sign there. Zero, zip, zilch. You actually have to make the money because partners that are there for their entire life.
All I'm saying,
there are partners there. There are partners there, kids, that are there for their. There are partners there, kids. There are partners there.
How much money you're making?
There are partners there, kids, that spend their entire life looking at these investments and saying, "Wow, I wish."
You've never done anything.
I wish. They say, I wish we had that much money to invest. If you don't look at these partners,
they're trying to change that kind of stuff. They're just talking it down. They're trying to have more financial inclusion by coming up with laws where you can walk around and have digital contracts and sell bonds and stuff like that to people door to door and get people more watching the stock market and politics and this and this and this. Yeah, you want it to be real news and the real thing and all that, but I get it. It's going very database or emotional, reading and that kind of stuff, but you got to teach that too. You got to say, look, if you're smart enough to do this, then you can do it. Kids can do things like one of the services I was going to offer in my business is I hand off my cell phone. Here's a list of things I'm going to do. I want knock set up on an Android device, and I want these counting programs on there for this client, and I want it to not be able to hook to anything else. And if it does try to hook to anything else, it shuts the whole thing down or something like that. And they do that over and over and over again. Does that create a little factory or something that people have in the device set up? Or I've got kids working in the factory? Crime. It creates jobs. And they're tech-savvy kids, right? They can go on, they go to college. But why doesn't anybody else do that?
If you go into a firm and you hear these partners say that they're so happy to audit.
I argue with those people. Look, all right, they don't like me very much. They're like, who do you think you are?
If you go into a firm and you audit these hundreds of millions of dollars that investors are investing and then making billions back and saying, wow,
we send out the rookie auditors to do the primary auditing. You're talking about the rookie stuff.
If you go into a firm and you are auditing $100 of millions of dollars in investment, and your partners experience, not rookies, famous partners within the firm, they're actually excited to audit that, but then coming back to you, rookie, and saying that, hey, I wish this was my money. Boy, you got to get somewhere else if you care about that actual money.
You might just be appreciative that you got experience.
That's it. That's what I wanted to say. Thank you for adding to that.
You're rubbing shoulders. Yeah, I agree with you. Okay. I agree with you that you are fed up with that. Right?
I know. But, look, I agree with you.
I put in my time. Okay, so I worked for a company. I gave out consulting to the people at the top of the electrical union and all that kind of stuff. I had nonprofits up there and everything that I was auditing. And you could consult for them. They remember you, give them good advice, and now you still have them as contacts. And if somebody ever needs a union job, you send them to them. It's simple as that. And then full circle, that person gets a good paying union job, and he comes back and he wants money, and you got somebody else doing that. You're doing the taxes for in your business.
And how much money do they make, man?
What, the lower level taxes? Not much.
Let's talk money. No, how much? What's the dollar amount? Let's talk money, man. Grant, you ever seen Grant Cardone?
I don't normally do the lower level taxes, but I don't want to.
Have you ever seen Grant Cardone? Have you ever seen Grant Cardone?
What?
Have you ever seen Grant Cardone?
No.
Okay, never mind. What type of money are you talking about, man?
Have you ever seen the accountant movie that came out in the 50s? It's called The Accountant, the first one.
No.
The guy goes into a farm, right? And the farm's failing. And back then they used to do what's called mental counting. They used to click the fingers and stuff, and then that would create numbers in their head, and then they'd give a mental tap, and he'd go through, and he joked about it, I guess, or maybe he was just really smart, but he's drinking beers the whole time, just wild. Goes through all his receipts, looks around his whole house, sees all his pictures, puts the whole picture together, and figures out exactly what's going on with what in his house, without even talking to him and asking many questions. Then he starts asking questions to get even deeper into what's your plans? And he figures out that he has no plans.
Go deeper into it.
The guy has no plans, right? And he says, but you've got life insurance. And then the guy goes and he jumps off a hill and kills himself. All right, that's mental accounting. That's serious money. That's the 50s accountants. It was a sick movie, but it really sticks with you. You still there?
Continue. What is your point with that?
The point is, when you're dealing with high-level stuff, like it could be if you're dealing with a lot of money, like if you're consulting for big things, you're either going to get a lot of contacts, or you're going to make a lot of money, or you're going to save a lot of people a lot of money. You think that accountant that had the farmer jump off the cliff and kill himself wasn't the accountant for his inheritors? You get it?
Did you ask me?
Well, and also, I'm just also trying to tell you that like you can do a lot of calculations, split decision off your head, because people have been doing it for a long time. You don't really need all these devices and stuff. Once you get to the point where you've analyzed enough financial statements and enough numbers, and you start to get it to where it just clicks because you know all the things of the whole system, then it's a lot easier to just shift through what's crap and what's not.
Let me break it down for the kids. If you don't know your financial statements, you're going to walk into the interview room of USAA and lose to someone like me, who people don't think knows the financial statements.
That worked for you.
No, wait.
Marketing. There's not.
I went into accounting. I never took a marketing job. I'm talking about accounting. I'm talking about
security.
I'm talking about USAA. Go look at my LinkedIn right now, man. I'm talking about USAA. I'm talking about USAA picking one student, not 10, not two, one student from each university. Okay, they might take 2 from UT Austin. They might take 2 from A&M, the Aggies, because they're that good, right? Brand. Okay, one student from Texas State, based on not marketing, but reading and assessing the financial statements and giving them really advice on what they should do next. Advice on where their financial statements are going. Stop interrupting me, man. Look, the students need to realize that they do need to know the financial statements. They do need to know what's going on, because they're going to run into someone like me, where when I even bring up USAA, someone then says, oh, I didn't go into marketing. And then I went into accounting, actually. And the accounting managers from EY and the finance managers said that they wish that they didn't have to go up against a guy like me. Why is that?
You're just a talker.
Why is that?
Bold talker, right? So that's what you got.
I'm just a talker. Is that
you told me that you're a bold talker? That's what you do.
You said I'm just a talker. Let's replay the tape.
I work with you people. I worked in the media industry. I get what you're saying.
What do you mean, you people? What do you mean, you people?
The people that are on the phone all day.
I just told you my stats.
You're probably on the phone all day, right?
That's the problem. That's a problem. That's why other media people can't get me.
I can drill myself into a hole.
That's why CPAs can't get me.
I can settle down.
That's why CPAs can't get me. That's why other people can't get me. Because
I'm
not just a talker like you just accused me of being.
I'll create jobs.
I'm not just a talker like you accused me of being.
I'm not saying that. I'm going to have to hire somebody to do what you're talking about.
You literally
just said there's only enough marketers to go around.
No, you're assuming something about me, man. I'm in accounting.
That's why you got to door to be marketing.
I'm in accounting.
Marketers are a dime a dozen.
Look at my resume.
Now you got me knocking the hole in. I need marketers.
I'm in accounting. Look at my resume.
You don't like
accounting.
Stop learning accounting.
I'm in accounting.
Where'd you stop learning accounting at?
I'm in accounting. Look at my resume, man. You're saying I'm just talk? That's exactly what they say about CPA JMac. That's exactly what they say about Jose Zavala.
If that's all you can do, then that's fine, all right? You stop learning.
That's exactly what they say about
Fine. I'm not interested. I'd much rather read stuff about engineering, science, technology. That's where I'm at.
And if that's all you can do, if that's all you can do, that's the reason marketers like me.
You don't think that I can talk? You don't think I can talk at all? You think I would be on this conversation right now if I couldn't talk?
You're saying that all I can do was talk. You said that. That came out of your mouth.
Because I run into people like you all the time.
All you can do is talk.
That's all I can do is do numbers.
You accuse me of being other people. That's a bad idea, especially with Juan Garcia Jr. You
got a very bold tone about it.
No. I got facts and results. To back it up. you're talking about Juan Garcia, who actually, you know, I told my CPA story on Jaeger's.
Dude, I wouldn't hire you. I wouldn't hire you until I was at a certain level because I couldn't afford you, right?
Why?
Right?
What do you mean afford
I
me?
wouldn't hire you as my CMO until I was like a $2 million company. Am I correct?
That's ridiculous, man.
How much would you work for then?
Bro, I mean, for you right now?
Yeah.
Do you want an offer from me?
No, I just want to guess.
Do you want an offer from me?
I'm not taking clients or employees yet. I have to
if you're not serious and asking for an offer, I'm not going to give you a number. I'm just going to point you to my clients. My open clients, by the way, who I show, are CPA JMac and Jose Zavala. They're not millionaires, man.
You're an entrepreneur, then, right?
Worked with multi-million-dollar firms.
You're an entrepreneur.
With multi-million-dollar firms.
You're an entrepreneur, right?
Multi-million-dollar firms.
How much money did you start with?
$0, man.
How much money did your parents give you? How much did they pay for your schools?
Zero.
You got scholarships all the way through?
Zero. $1,000 in scholarships, man. Why is that relevant to anything other than I know my shit?
Because there's a lot of people out there that can hardly read.
Why is that?
We're trying to help them start businesses, and if they're not paying attention to the financial markets or accounting and things like that, we don't simplify it down for them, they're going to be left behind forever. Because
financial markets, accountants aren't even paying attention to cryptocurrencies and blockchain.
Huh? Cryptocurrency is crap, and blockchain is the future. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Cryptocurrency is crap, yet the banks literally say in their 10K that they're afraid of it. Okay.
Cryptocurrency is crap.
I'll say Libra is crap. I'll agree with that, and that's not even a crypto.
It is. It took me a long time to come to that conclusion too. But I gave it a chance.
Bitcoin is not crap, man. You gotta.
Bitcoin is not here to stay.
Everyone gets educated one day.
Because everybody around here is gearing up for some kind of a war or something. And if we go to war, you think they're going to allow the drugs and all that stuff to flow around so that we can have nuclear shit landing on homeland? Shit, no.
They're trying not to.
We're going to cut all that off. That's why Warren Buffett was saying he would be long 5 years to shut it down because that's a reality.
Well,
if we go to war with Iran,
how many people can emulate Warren Buffett versus a startup?
Warren Buffett is a has-been.
How many people can emulate Warren Buffett versus a startup?
Warren Buffett is in finance, okay, and he's very good at what he does.
How many people can
emulate
Warren Buffett versus startup? How many people, man? How many people? Give me an answer. A lot of people
you got to be a shaker and a mover. If you're a shaker and a mover, you're on a different level. Once you're a shaker and a mover,
many people can emulate what I'm talking about and what I'm spitting, man.
Yeah, and many people can try. Yes,
they can emulate it, man.
Tell everybody to go into just bookkeeping because it's not sustainable. If blockchain takes off, who's going to be the first one to take the chopping block? It's going to be the simple bookkeeping. So you can go into it and make a little bit of money for now, but it's not going to be around. You got to go into more analysis. And that's not a problem. It's just not a problem. You just got to keep reading.
You know,
that's all.
That's why you've got to sell the picks and axes, man. My mentor, David Meltzer, top 5.
I don't believe that. If you want to control the prices, you got to control the food.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay, you got to sell the picks and axes, man. In a bubble situation, you got to control the infrastructure. All right.
No.
So that's a perfect situation for accounting.
You're talking logistics now. That's out of my category.
Okay. Well, business is my category. So I don't know if I'm great at logistics, but some of my clients are. Some of my clients actually.
I'm good at knowing what I'm talking about. And if you want to be unsusceptible to price fluctuations because of stock market crash, if we were to go to war, then you want to own something that has food or some kind of.
Why do I care about prices when I'm selling picks and axes?
It's the wood and the metal that you want to have. You want to own the land that has the trees, and you want to own the metal manufacturing that puts it together.
But that's outside of the trend. Like, why would I care about that in the gold rush?
If the stock market would crash, you're not going to be able to invest in real estate and all that. The people that are going to survive are the ones that can just quickly put the prices up and keep selling the food. You want to be in the food industry.
Sells food.
That's the multi hedge, is to own something that sells food. You want to maybe not even a franchise. You might want to own your own pizza place.
You got to know a marketer. I literally have video evidence of this week of me saying I should maybe leave the accounting market and sell pizzerias.
I work with those people, man. I know the head of them all around here.
Then let's make them more money, man. Why don't we collaborate?
I'm not saying that I'm not going to. We could collaborate.
Why don't we just flood the market with this revenue that you're talking about? I'm showing business.
I'm meeting up with all these people right now, and I can't talk about some of these groups, man.
Don't talk about it, man. I'm not talking about this shit I can't talk about. I'm talking about what I can.
Right. So
There's
that's
a
all.
difference.
I got a wedding coming up in a week. After that, I got to put together some more solid patent applications and then turn that into a mini business plans and then launch this under my 2 umbrella companies or my 1 umbrella company under the 1 company.
That's amazing, man. Do you want the opportunity to talk
bringing people
a
on.
little bit about that? You want, because that's what CPA Prime Time is all about. Putting CPAs, putting their brands, letting them have a voice, right? So do you want to market some of that right now?
I guess. I mean, I've had the CPA tax shops in 2013. The brand may be kind of ruined, considering how many times I've gotten hacked. But, I try to keep it around because it says 2013 when it was formed. That's important, I think. But I could change the logo. I don't know, something. There's had some people working on the logo. The other company, I think it's just easier to not have a CPA firm because I want to be able to hire just people that are just capable of doing stuff. Like if somebody's really good with technology and reading and all that, and they're still in high school and maybe like my family loves to hire people that played sports because they tend to be very hardworking and they're driven. So we would hire somebody and that helps them get through the sports and they make money and then they go on to college and then they come back and they work for you again, or maybe they know somebody that comes back around you or something like that. Partnering with the guy that runs a whole GovCon thing. And I'll be spending them into that so that way they can partner up with people. And then they get prior experience in the GovCon, which is really hard to do, by forming teaming agreements on individual contracts. And they'll also have stuff to fall back if everything ever dries up, like a government shutdown, because there's other stuff going on in my company, other things that we're working on. And a lot of these taxes that are so easy to do, the ones that we're doing them for, are kind of charitable. If you're doing taxes for the elderly or people that aren't financial literate, then you're just TurboTaxing, you're just typing in numbers for them. So who can do that? Everybody can do that. And then the higher level taxes is not even that hard because you have advanced tax software and you research databases are built right into it.
So if it's not that hard, let's just educate.
But it's not that hard at this level. After you've been reading your whole entire life. Okay, I'm sorry. And then also, I worked in finance. I know a lot of people in finance. I have a lot of great contacts of hedge funds, everything risky to secure. I have contacts. So I've got people referrals that I can do, and that's the same thing with what you're doing right now. You're just a referral machine, probably.
Why do you assume that?
You're marketing, just like the gatekeeper at the WeWork. He's like a super connector. He calls the meeting, everybody shows up. That's a gatekeeper.
How many people do you think know me in the accounting market?
I don't know. I've seen your videos. I thought you were a good speaker, so I thought you were a bold speaker. And the way you were talking about how you can cuss and going on there with sports teams, I thought that was pretty cool. So I figured that you know what you're doing. I figured that you have what it takes to be good at marketing. You would have what it takes to stand up to somebody, and you could get in there with some of the people that I deal with because I work with a lot of high net worth people.
I did. I have that on my resume.
Why are you downplaying your skills?
What are you talking about downplaying?
You're saying that you're not going to be that popular or something.
I didn't say that.
All right.
I didn't say I'm not gonna be that popular.
I'm just saying that when I do my little marketing things on LinkedIn and my companies aren't running, it is not a priority for me. I'm just having fun. And when my funds are low, I'm like really untouchable.
Okay. I mean, what does that have to do with saying that, assuming things about me that I never said?
Just it's hard to market without breaking the law. You know that, right? I mean,
no, it's not. Everyone's making more. No, it's not. Let me get this straight before accountants leave with that and ruin their fucking life. Look, everyone is making marketing more complicated than it is. Let me explain marketing. All marketing is branding and sales. All branding is a promise that when I buy your shit, it's going to do what it has historically done. Okay? So you have a good brand, you have a bad brand. We don't even take on brands that have bad reviews. Why? Because that's our brand. We're not going to paint a turd gold. It's still a turd. Okay? You've got to come with the results. That's branding. As far as sales goes, that's making people buy things, right? So if you're good at sales, you could go sell a pizzeria. You go sell a dentist office.
I can't run my company like a Silicon Valley shop either if I'm going to have people doing GovCon. I can't have people running in and out playing games all day. It's got to be a little bit serious. It's a different kind of atmosphere.
Then don't do that, dude.
That's a lot of money in there. I'm not going to miss up on that. And you can invent and go into that too. You don't know about that maybe.
What do you mean I don't know about that?
They're looking for people to invent stuff for them. And there's certain inventions that shouldn't be in the public, and you can realize that, and then you give them to them, and they show you where the edges are, and then you can invent off of that.
What do you mean exactly? I don't know about that. What do you know about me that I don't know about that? Probably.
If you've ever been to an incubator or a startup or a Southern Maryland Business Development Center and all that, you meet with people in the Navy and the Army and the DoD and all that. I guess, and then they tell you.
I mean, I've been in the rooms with the companies that say they're going to compete with Google, and then Google mentions them as competition.
Google mentions them as competition because they're highly regulated. They try to self-regulate themselves and has to be checks and balances. That's just
Google mentions them as competition because they let them know that they're going to beat them.
Google's going to beat the government?
Dude.
You think that there's going to be an overthrow of the government?
Enterprise and government are two separate things. Google is not the government, man.
Well, that's what Facebook was trying to do.
Bitcoin is not the government, man.
Well, you're getting things mixed up, man. Look, if you're Facebook and you come up with Libra, and Libra puts the banking systems out, and then the banking system falls, and then we can't afford to support our own.
Libra is not going to take out the banking system.
The Fed got overthrown?
Libra is not going to take out the banking system. Libra is an enterprise wannabe crypto. It's just like Music Coin.
You didn't read the document?
It's just like Music Coin.
It's got a nonprofit umbrella. It's funded by a bunch of corporations.
Libra is just like Music Coin, except Mark Zuckerberg is at the top, not some small entrepreneur.
They spread out all over the world, okay? And then he had a project called Libra, and he didn't want to do it necessarily because he was scared.
Look up Music Coin.
I'm not completely trying to blast him because I like Facebook.
Look up Steam It.
Right?
Look up Steam It. Look up shit coins. Okay.
I'm not big on Bitcoin, so I'm not going to
look up the hearings. Look up the hearings. I mean, if you're big on accounting, you're big on crypto, and people don't want to believe that, but it'll come right in their face.
All I got to do is tell them 2% or less, a little bit of Bitcoin, fine. Just hedge your bet, just off of what the people tell me to do, and then just know how to,
Oh, I'm not talking about investing. I don't know what investment advice you're giving. I'm talking about knowing what's going on.
You don't want to have a lot of Bitcoin. You don't want to have no money in being Bitcoin. So you wouldn't want to talk about Bitcoin.
I'm not talking about investing, man. I would encourage anyone that's never had any money on blockchain to put some money on blockchain and see what happens.
Blockchain is going places, yes, but Bitcoin is going away. I'm telling you.
Why is that?
Because it has no value. It's just a game.
What do you mean it has no value, man? It's
like an empty basket.
You can't tell someone that was literally in the
but you go to
venture capital. Wait. So you can't tell someone that was literally in the venture capital offices looking. Wait. We like to interrupt here. We don't like to interrupt on this show. Okay. You're literally telling that to someone that was auditing cryptocurrencies on December 1st. On December 31st of year ended December 31st, what is the value? Go to the valuation team in one of the biggest brands in the world. Not only one of the biggest brands in the world, all the big four were like this in 2017. No one knows the value.
That's speculation.
Why is that? Why does no one know the value? Because they don't know what to value it on. The value of it is within would people actually exchange it or not? AKA, the value of it is almost the same as this EY sweater.
You could say the same thing.
Wait. Let me explain. Don't confuse the people, man. Let me explain this.
Now look,
Don't.
These tools are real special tools.
Do not confuse the people, man. What do I keep saying? We do not interrupt on this show.
Don't try to tell me what
we do not interrupt on this show. I'm not trying to tell you anything. I'm trying to talk for the audience.
I know people that work in Bitcoin. I don't want to
look, man, I'm gonna. Where is this? Okay, look. We can literally trade the shirts off of our back, and that is literally equivalent to how we would value trading Bitcoin. It's a barter system.
How do you account for that?
So it actually doesn't matter if we were trading Bitcoin or if we were trading the shirts off our back. It's what people value. That's how Bitcoin is
If it's
valuable.
only based off
Thank you.
expectations,
That's
as
all I
high
have to say about its value.
can I speak
I
about
don't
the value?
I don't
Speak
speak
about
on
value?
fluctuations and
If
speculation. I
somebody
speak on
speculates in
facts.
Bitcoin and it goes up $2,000 in one day, goes down $2,000 the next day, they don't want to be doing that if they don't have a lot of money. And if they are doing that, it's temporary. You got to know when to get out. And only big players should be doing that anyway. Kids shouldn't really be doing that. They should be paying attention maybe to just general stocks until they get to the age where they can finally invest in the stock market or know people that can give them the right advice to make the right decisions.
I thought you said you don't want to give investment advice on this podcast, man. So I didn't give investment advice. I literally broke down the value of Bitcoin for you. And I said, it's just like trading the shirt off my back. So if the shirt off my back is worth something to you, let's say the internet goes out, we go to 5G and it messes up. It blows your computer away, right? And your electricity goes out, everything goes out. Okay, the power goes out. So you can't go to Safeway anymore. You can't go to Publix. You can't go to HEB, wherever you're living. All right. And you can't actually buy food because it's all wasted away. People are cold in December coming up. The shirt off of my back, it's worth more. If Bitcoin is a new invention, I remember on this podcast, someone said, can things be invented, or do I know anything about people making new inventions? Would that be valuable? Would a new invention be valuable? So I don't look at the price on GDAX, if anyone knows what that is, on the other crypto exchanges. And a lot of big crypto exchanges did shut down based off of not being able to pay out investors, not being able to keep up with the value of these fluctuations of shit coins, okay? Then, look, man, Bitcoin is not like the other cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin is not like Music Coin, is not like Steemit, is not like Libra. Bitcoin is decentralized. Libra is not. Just to educate everyone, and we'll have a funny moment on JX4 tomorrow when that episode comes out, and they'll say, Jose Zavala will say, one of my clients, he'll say, Juan finds a reason to include cryptocurrencies into everything. Why? Well, what does the cryptocurrency space think about accounting? The cryptocurrency space thinks that accounting doesn't know shit. And for the most part, they're right. But if you go back and you look at my post from today, you'll see two cryptocurrency accountants, two cryptocurrency CPAs, in fact, that do know their shit better than, a lot of people I've seen. And you'll see, let's see, man. Unmute yourself, man. Unmute yourself.
It's speculation if you're doing it like that. If you're speculating and you don't have the money to diversify, it's crap. And if you do have the money to diversify,
stop talking about it. Stop giving investment advice. This is not that podcast. This is not that podcast.
That's related to how it's
the common knowledge is that it's the barter system. The common knowledge is that
there's no barter system. Dude, the Indians did the barter system. If all you have is potatoes,
we're still in the barter system, man.
Okay,
I hope you know that.
You're really, really, really hungry. Okay,
I hope you know we're in the barter system still.
One potato.
I hope you know we're in the barter system still, man. I really hope you know that as a guy that deals with money.
If you have enough players in a barter system, it can be set up in a fair trade way. True.
As a guy that deals with money, man, I hope you know that the value of cryptocurrency is just like the value of this T-shirt.
And you don't pay taxes on cryptocurrency?
How would you not pay taxes with the company that I'm an advisor for, that I will not even plug by name? Like, that was literally he set me up to promote the company that I'm an advisor for, which takes care of cryptocurrency taxes. Like, go look that up, guys. Come on.
Listen,
yes,
man,
you have to pay taxes. Yes, you have to pay taxes. man. Of course you have to pay taxes.
You pay taxes when you sell, right? You pay taxes when you exchange
Why
a
wouldn't you
t-shirt
pay
for a
taxes?
potato.
You
No,
pay
it's a
taxes
like-kind
when you
exchange, right?
mind.
Or something under the table, okay?
No, it's not, man.
So, in Indian world, you're talking about a hypothetical world, all right? That's the
No,
example.
I'm talking about a world that exists right now.
You're talking about what? eBay trades or something? What are you talking about?
I'm talking
I don't
about
know.
cryptocurrencies compared to T-shirts.
Do you trade cryptocurrencies?
I'm talking about crypto. I used to. Do you
And
know
then
why?
what?
Don't do you
What
know
do?
why?
That like-kind exchange, right? So you don't have to count
No,
for it
man.
until you sell. Is that right?
No, it's not a like kind of exchange.
What is it then? You have to pay. You have to count for it right then. I
It's a
don't know.
short.
Trade.
It's a short-term capital gain. It's a long-term capital gain. It is not a like kind exchange. It is
So
the
you sell it.
you're either trading the same
You're selling it,
cryptocurrency
and then
or you're
buying something
selling
else.
it to another
That's not
currency.
That's
You're
totally
either
You're
You're
talking
either-
about a sale and a buy. That's what you're talking about.
you're either selling it to another asset. You're not like kind of exchanging shit when it comes to crypto.
Well,
Right?
I didn't know.
Let's get the crypto. Let's get the crypto.
Whatever.
Let's get the
I don't
crypto
follow
accountants on this shit, right? Like,
Why
come
would
on,
you
man.
be? What would you need to buy with a Bitcoin? What's the point of a Bitcoin?
Dude,
Why?
you gotta go on. You gotta use Google and type that in Google if you don't know that, man. That's easy.
I don't need to know that.
Like,
I know
let's
enough
go.
philosophy to figure it out.
You're just like some of my clients, some of my close friends, even saying, "I don't need to know that." Great. Thank you for another one that
All
I'll
I
use
need to
in
know
10 years.
is for a high net worth investor that are unsophisticated or sophisticated enough. They only need a small portion of it, and they're speculating because it jumps all around, and they can speculate in that, so they find it fun. I made $2,000 today. Let's go out to dinner. Okay? They find it fun. We shouldn't be giving out financial advice. I get that, but what I'm talking about is just what I've seen very smart people say, and it seems to be for the high net worth people. And if you got people like that are working at a
People
pizza
change
shop,
their
trying
lives
to get
that didn't
their
have
advice,
shit, though.
and they're buying Bitcoin.
People change their lives that didn't have shit, so it's not for the high net worth people. It's for
People
everyone.
make money because they mine the Bitcoins, right? So you're talking about they makes a little bit of jobs, makes a little bit of money.
If you know, let me talk to the kids here. Let me talk to the kids here. Forget me, man. Forget you, forget me. Look, let's talk to the kids. Kids, if you learn about crypto, learn about blockchain, learn which crypto is possible by triple entry accounting is possible by
Only way it's possible.
which cryptocurrency is possible by which triple entry accounting is possible by, and you walk into a firm, you will be a prized possession and you will scale your career if you learn about this stuff as a young professional, just like I was. These are facts.
Listen up, man. Listen. If Switzerland rolls out their own cryptocurrency and China rolls out their own cryptocurrency, then the Fed's going to roll out their own cryptocurrency.
They did.
It just happened. But all those speculative ones have no backing. Would you go to war for a Bitcoin? Is it based on any kind of a food or anything? Is it based on any kind of a metal? No. Libra's different.
What did I just explain, man? Right? Talk about stuff that you know about. I thought you like to talk about stuff that you know about, man. You're getting yourself in trouble with this valuing of the Bitcoin.
You're going to be in trouble when you find out the real deal.
I just told you, man. I just told you. The Bitcoin value is the same value as this shirt. How am I going to be in trouble? Please explain that to me. Explain it to me.
It's
because I explained it to you.
You don't want to be speculating in something that goes up $2,000 in one day.
How did I speculate?
If you're saying that Bitcoin is a viable alternative to something else, then you're encouraging people to get that.
What do you mean? Of course. Like you should get, yes, you should buy Bitcoin. No, wait, this is important, man. Don't interrupt me. We don't interrupt people on this show. Hey, I'm a nice guy, man. Although I may not seem like it. Look, I've been letting you interrupt me. No more, man. Look.
Goes both ways, man.
Look, don't interrupt me. If I tell you to buy Bitcoin, all I mean is buy it. If you've never bought a cryptocurrency in your life, you don't know how this works, you don't know how blockchain works, you've never had money on the blockchain, buy it.
I don't have to entirely
wait. Don't interrupt me, man. I'm educating the kids here. Do not interrupt me. We don't interrupt on this show, man. Look, y'all hear him trying to interrupt me? Look, if I tell you to buy Bitcoin, all I mean is buy it for the experience, so that you don't end up thinking that it's something else, so that you don't end up thinking that it is for investment when it's not. That John McAfee shit is stupid. that turning $2,000 into $200,000 off of Bitcoin, that shit is stupid, man. Don't try that. But if you've never had cryptocurrency, yeah, go for it, man. Buy it so you can experience.
I don't play the lottery, and I don't encourage people to play the lottery. You're just throwing money away.
When did I encourage people to do that?
You're saying.
Don't get yourself in trouble, man. This is a podcast that's gonna go on live.
I know we don't want to get we want to make sure that we're not.
You're getting me wrong though, and everyone's gonna see. Wait, he literally just did not listen to Juan. You're literally gonna have this air and say, literally, people are gonna say, "Oh, he didn't listen to Juan. He didn't listen to what Juan just said."
That's because I'm usually in charge.
What is that supposed to mean? You don't listen to people?
You're trying to control the conversation. I'm just saying, if you're going to say something,
I'm saying don't talk over me.
Well, you do with me.
How?
We'll see when the play goes back. I'll try to be nicer.
What was that?
I'll try to be nicer.
What do you mean?
Look, I have people that work with cryptocurrencies, that are building cryptocurrencies, that are in cryptocurrencies, okay? I can't be on sitting here bashing. All I'm saying is it's not viable. I gave you
what
the
is not viable, dude? What I'm saying is that people should buy Bitcoin.
People should know how blockchain works. That's the future. Blockchain, not Bitcoin. Bitcoin is
do people know? Do you know how HTTP works? Like, people don't gotta know that shit, man. And even if you do, that doesn't have shit to do with you. Just because you don't need to know about HTTP and cybersecurity to start a company. That's the stupidest shit. Like, come on, man. Just hire someone, man.
If you want to do it all yourself, you want to do that. And if you're talking about trying to
hire someone, dude.
Baby. You ever seen the movie $1 Million Baby? Look it up. All right. If you want to start with a little bit of money, you're gonna try to do as much as you can and just roll with it. And then as soon as you get to a little bit of revenue, then you try to bring on the advisors. But in the very beginning, you want to build your own website. You ever seen the $100 startup, or read the book, $100 startup, or whatever? I can't even remember. I skimmed through it, but I'm just saying, you want to keep costs low. Everything you do can do yourself. Would you rather build your own house, or would you rather buy a $500,000 house?
I would never buy a $500,000 house if I couldn't afford it, man.
Right. Well, some people have the skill set where they can build the whole house. Okay. And then somebody else is going to say, "Damn, I wish I could have that house," but they'll never have the skill set to have done it. Because it would never
no one built Bitcoin except the unknown Satoshi Nakamoto white paper. Like, come on, man. All this stuff is in CPA prime time. The podcast that you're going to come out on, like episodes ago, Audit Chain explained it. These are XBLR experts, the guys who invented XBLR.
So?
What do you mean, so?
I mean, that's one invention. That's one invention. Okay.
That's disrespect. What do you mean, so? That's just to prop yourself up.
I think tech is tech, all right? If you come up with an idea,
tech. Like, come on, this is. You say I'm all talk and tech is tech. XBLR doesn't mean anything.
Scientists, those are the ones.
XBLR doesn't mean anything, but I'm all talk. Let's go. Let's talk about something you know about.
It's not that hard
topic. This is getting bad. Switch topic. What do you want to talk about, man? Let's go. Let's save you.
What's your best marketing deal?
Let's save face.
What's your marketing thing? You sell me something.
It's free, man. Go on YouTube and execute that shit till you make hundreds of thousands of dollars. As a matter of fact, I'll put out a video this week where I tell a client for spending $1,000 with me in their first month, if they could go off and make hundreds of thousands of dollars. I asked them if they can do that. They said, yeah. Do you think, and I told them, hey, you could fire me right now and make that money. Would you agree? Like, they said, yeah. Why? Because it's true. Yet they didn't. That's my best marketing deal. Free stuff, man. I tell you how to do it. People don't do it, but we do done for you marketing. That's it, man. We don't just sit here and talk. All right?
I mean, I've worked with the entertainment industry, and most people can't afford those type of people. Those media people are expensive. All right?
Can crackheads make $1,000 by next weekend?
What?
Can crackheads make $1,000 by next weekend?
Depends on the supply, I guess.
True
have enough-
crackheads can make $1,000 by next weekend. I know that to be.
Do they
fact.
do their own supply or do they not? I mean, most of the time, if you do your own supply, then you would run out of the goods and maybe die before you got to the $1,000, right?
A crackhead under the bridge.
You're talking
Let's
about
say that.
or-
A crackhead.
Most of them
A
are not
fiend.
very.
Someone you see in West Side San Antonio on the corner with stuff on their face because they did so much heroin. They can make more money than an accountant. Boy, oh boy, do accountants got a lot to learn about selling. And that's
Dude, you gotta
exactly
go to
what they
school.
can
I
do.
mean, you
That's
gotta be
exactly what they
lifetime
can
learners
do
to
right
be able
on
to get
YouTube.
anywhere anyway. Huh? So you gotta
Wait,
get
wait,
up-
what did you say? You got to go to school to get anywhere?
Whether it's reading, you got to school
Did you,
yourself.
did you say you got to go to school to get anywhere?
Don't clip me. All
So
right.
you just said you got to go to school to get
Lifetime
anywhere.
learning. It could be anything. It could be online courses, mock courses from MIT or Georgia Tech or
So
Harvard,
YouTube,
whatever.
so YouTube though.
YouTube. Yeah, you can learn how to be a firefighter from YouTube.
Thanks. Exactly. Back to your first statement. You don't have to go to
still
school,
considered
man.
lifetime learning. You got to put yourself under pressure. You got to be self-disciplined, and you got to learn it right. Because if you don't and have that, schools are always going to be around for the people that are going to be collaborating and come up with different ways to learn, and they're going to be always a step ahead of the people that are learning online.
So, what does that have to do with making more money? A step ahead. A step ahead. What does that mean? A step ahead. Most CPAs think they're a step ahead of CPA JMac. CPAs think that they're a step ahead of CPA JMac. Yet he's making more money.
Or for a job interview.
CPA JMac is making more money than most CPAs in a firm, and they would feel, if they saw the media that he's putting out, they would feel like they're a step ahead of him. What does that have to do with anything? A step ahead is some moral smart ass bullshit.
You're gonna have to get over all that. When I have some free time, I go and serve tables at a local restaurant, and then I just pitch my business here and
CPA
there.
JMac drives
Okay.
Uber on his free time.
Yeah, well, I mean, I worked up at Olive Garden for like 8 months, just playing around, and it was a blast because you're looking at everything and
city?
and studying. Huh?
What city?
Small town, USA, outside of DC.
Okay.
All right, but it's
Bigger
still hard
town.
in its own way because
That'll make you a lot more money if you
all
care
day
about
long
that.
you move around. It's a blast.
If you care about ROI, you'll go to a bigger
You
city.
don't understand when you're doing that. Aren't you not meeting people? Are you not teaching kids how
If you
what
go
that
to a
goal
bigger
is?
city, like I said.
It's a little harder to work in a restaurant there, yeah, but
So what, man? It's harder to work in a restaurant than do accounting.
no, I'm just saying if you're going to be
Push
in a
through,
restaurant in a
Everyone
major
with
city,
this
you got to
hard
memorize
shit,
a lot more of the
it's
menu.
hard.
Huh? What? I'm speaking to the kid.
Everyone with this, it's hard shit. Like, come on, we're on Zoom right now, man. This is
Well,
easy.
listen. Let me give you what I was talking about.
Ancestors
When
would
you work-
slap
when
this
you work
shit
at
out of
Olive
our
Garden.
face.
When you work at Olive Garden in small town USA, you don't have to memorize the menu. You learn as you go, and then the menu starts to stick because they got 100 different combinations of everything, right? I just make flashcards and learn it real quick, but that's not for everybody. But if you go and you try to do the Olive Garden or the fancier restaurant in their chain in the major city, you have to memorize every single one of the drinks, every single one of the things on the menu, all that before you can even get the job, which means you might not even get the job. You see?
You don't have to do all that, man. You can just communicate your value.
This is something that's just hard to teach kids sometimes.
And that's exactly why my younger brother and I are here. We're not here to tell people that, oh, if you want to go in accounting, like I guess it's the boardroom, like I guess you got to don't learn taxes. That's bullshit,
But
man.
they get frustrated when they don't make a lot of money, and you got to tell them, don't look at your money sometimes. Just give it your best. Play psychological games with yourself. Stay away from your phone. Stuff like that.
Have you looked at JX4, man?
I don't shuffle around. If I shuffle around, the thing goes mute.
Okay, man. Look, go do your due diligence on a lot of stuff that my CPAs put out, that my accountants put out, that make a lot of money with me. Because everything you're talking about, basically, like, the only people that really, on a scale of 1 to 10, how truthful do you want me to be with you? Like, this is like how hard do you want me to be on you? Because I can be, just like you said, you like sports, right? I'll be like, we're in the Goldlake locker room right now.
You're gonna tell me
Goldlake locker room, scale of 1 to 10. What number? What number do you choose?
What, speaking or what? My presentation?
Goldlake locker room intensity 1 to 10. What number do you choose?
For a 3 a.m. in the morning speech, I don't think I did bad.
Goldlake locker room 1 to 10. As far as intensity goes, what number do you choose?
I try not to be too intense. People don't like that.
Dodge the question. Dodge the question. Thank you.
Well, you must not live around here.
Exactly. And guess what? I am not here for most CPAs to like
Where do you
me.
live anyway?
I'm not here for most CPAs to like me. Look it up on JX4. Look
We
it
don't have
up
to
on
like each other.
JX4, man.
You want to make money.
Look it up. You know where I live. You know where I live. You
It's about
know where
money.
I stay.
You
You're all
obviously
over
are-
my LinkedIn right now. You know where I stay.
I joined your LinkedIn
My
because
clients
you're
are
a whole
messaging me
right?
like, oh, my clients are messaging me like, oh, like, you know where I stay, man. All right.
Where do you live? I didn't check up your
All
address.
right.
Are you in Atlanta or Georgia or something?
We just bypassed that. This dude doesn't want the real stuff. Okay, guys. So let me tell you how this is gonna go down. People that don't like my intensity are going to agree with whatever this guy says by default, right?
That stuff doesn't work all the time.
People don't like intensity. Well, you know what? My clients and we're gonna beat those people because we're more intense than them, and
But
we're gonna
now.
dominate.
Put somebody on the street.
We're going to dominate, man. With facts, not just intensity, not just talk like you said. Right? Everyone heard that. Everyone heard that he said, "You're just a talker. You're just a talker." Yet I went inside of USAA, and I was the only accounting student from my college that got the offer from USAA based off of not marketing, off of assessing the financial statements. Facts. So, I mean, we can sit here and speak, rhetoric and, oh, well, you just talk. Oh, well, it's about the boardroom. Oh, well, you need to do taxes.
And look, to me, it's your tone sometimes. You're trying to be real bold.
Dude, trying. I don't have to try. All I have to do is tell the truth.
Sometimes it seems a little overemphasized.
I don't have to try. I don't have to try, my guy. You could come talk to me at ZeroCon next year. You could come talk to me at an accounting conference. We could record it then. Like, why would I do that when we could just do this? You're saying you're helping me out, and I'm the arrogant one.
Oh, I'm arrogant.
And I'm the one with, that people shouldn't like just because of intensity. No, I'm exactly what the market fucking
I'm just telling you what I've learned.
Like,
all right?
the market needs fucking intensity and truth. I know people don't like intensity. That's why most accountants don't like me. And if you looked at my media and did your due diligence, you would realize that I'm not trying to appeal to most accountants. In fact, I'm trying to appeal to less than 1% of accountants.
Well, you're doing a good job.
How much of that do you believe, man?
You're doing a good job. You got my attention, all right? Out of all these people, you got my attention. Okay? You're doing a good job.
Dude, I don't need your validation.
I didn't say you did. I'm just telling you.
Don't say it, my man. Then don't say it, my man, because you've been assuming things about me this whole conversation. What have I assumed about you?
Around here, you got to be careful what you speak.
Around here, you got to play chess, man. Around here, you got to have controls and play chess.
Before it starts. Because
you got to have controls, man.
You got to stop it right there. Okay?
Around here, you got to have controls on your mouth.
If you lead me in a direction, I will change it.
You got to have controls on your mouth, man. Forget controlling the conversation. Play ball. Play actual ball, man.
Playing in your hand?
And answering questions with questions over here. Come on, man. What's going on? What do you mean by play into my hand? I'll take a sip of water, let you talk.
Keep chess, you ever play poker before? If you tell everybody your cards.
No, but my clients have, and they sent me a little video right now because we're going to make some amazing media related to poker, yet I don't know anything about poker. Go figure.
That was a poker joke. Okay?
Go figure. Well, look at CPA JMax channel. Look for the upcoming poker joke there, sir.
It's going to be me, isn't it, right?
What was that?
I'm not big on gambling, so nobody's saying that I'm a big gambler.
Who said that?
I said that.
Okay, I didn't say that.
For the record, I just want to say I don't really gamble that much. I don't like.
Okay, I don't care. I don't care if you do or don't, man. Why?
But
Why
I'm
is
all about
gambling
cards
bad?
for a couple of
Do
$20.
you think Do you think gambling is bad?
It's at a low level. I play cards for like $20-$40. It's fine. It's fun. But at a high
It's
level,
bad.
it's a professional play. I mean, you could lose if you go into there and you don't know what you're doing.
Okay, what about the people that do? Like, just any other thing.
If it's a skilled game like poker, have at it. But I mean, if it's just blackjack or the lottery, then I wonder. You're just trying to throw money away and you're having fun doing it. That's fine to an extent if you can afford it. That's fine. But you got to know you're throwing away money.
And what would you say about the people that would assume that I'm just here because I'm good at talking?
That's something I say to everybody that's in marketing or talks on the phone a lot.
Why do you say that?
It's like an attack mode back. Takes it in a different direction. Put you on your toes.
You're attacking people?
No, man, I'm just saying that's a verbal cue that's not necessarily physical. It's like
who said anything about physical attacking?
How many times did you play my voice over and over again?
Well, I can actually have a counter say the number right here, but you would expect me to remember that? Are you serious? Are you serious? Wait. Are you serious right now? Are you serious right now? Are you joking?
I thought it was like 7.
Wait, are you serious right now? Are you joking?
I don't like to hear my own voice. I don't know why you're playing it over and over again. So you're trying and tagging it.
Dude, I don't. Wait. I'm playing facts. Why would I care if you like your own voice or not? That's not something any accountant should think about.
This isn't a Riley show, okay? I didn't want some spin mania going on where,
Dude, this is going to be totally raw. This is going to be totally raw. And I just broke down who would like you.
All right, let's just leave it at that. What is it, 4 o'clock in the morning?
No, man. I got all night here.
I got to run at 5.
Okay, man. Go for it.
All right.
Anything you would like the people to know?
Hey, I think I clarified myself, and I'm just trying to have a fun time during the time being. It was nice talking to you. I'm glad for having me on. It's a pleasure.
And one more thing. What about that second video? What did that mean, man?
That's just me. What was the second one?
Because you said that I played your voice a bunch of times, and like I really didn't even talk about the second video.
The second one was about
videos talking about me, referring.
The second one was because I thought when you said "ha ha" that you wanted me to do another one for you. I thought that we were playing back and forth because I don't like going into the video thing or put my face on there or whatever. What did the second video say though? Like it was about joking around.
That's why I even that's why I even sent you this link because I didn't want.
An accountant's dream is to automate everything, but yet still keep the job. Still have that job. So you have all the free time to do this, and this.
Okay, I found it.
Accountant's dream.
Accountant's dream.
You get a job working as a bookkeeper or an accountant, as they call it. Simple job. Secretly use robots in offshoring. Do away with all your work. Keep your processes in order. And trade finance on the side all day long. Become a billionaire and take over the world.
That doesn't sound bad, man, but I don't know. That doesn't sound bad, but I don't know about the secretly part, man.
Yeah, it sounds a little shady, but so it's taking over the world,
No, it doesn't.
You get a job working as a bookkeeper or an accountant, as they call it. Simple job. Secretly use robots in offshoring.
Okay, secretly used robots in offshoring. That's ridiculous. Okay.
Yeah, that's supposed to be a joke, but because I have read.
Okay, explain that joke. Explain that joke. This is your opportunity.
Well, I mean, if you're going to do it right anyway, you want to have your bots going on and off because you want to know what you're doing still. I don't want to get into all this, man. We're done. We've already gone over this. So, you get that.
I speak facts. I'm from a world where you don't just joke without explaining like that, man.
Well, we already went over it once, so we'll be good. We'll talk later.
What do you mean we went over it once? We did not go over that video.
Even if we didn't go over it again, I'm fine with you slandering or whatever it is you want to call it. Play it over and over and over again.
What was that?
I don't care. Like
you're fine with me. What?
Do I sound like? No, just post the whole thing. I don't care.
You're fine with me. What?
You're trying to. I explained to myself was
slandering you.
If you want,
Is that
if
what
you
you
want to make
said?
money,
Is that what you
okay?
said? You're
If you want
fine
to
with
make
me
money,
slandering
like
me.
big
Is that what
dollars,
you
you're not
said?
going to be accounting necessarily.
Wait,
So
wait.
you're open to finance.
You said you're fine with me slandering you.
I'm tired, man. Let's get over here.
You said you're fine with me slandering you?
I guess that would be libel. What would you call it?
Are you fine with me slandering you? Is that what you said, yes or no?
I don't care. I really don't
No,
care.
wait. No, the audience cares, right? Because this is real, man. You
It
said
was meant to be a
fine-
joke, so then why would I care?
I'm not gonna.
It was meant to be a joke, so why would I care?
I'm not gonna care if it's a
Assuming.
joke or not. I'm not gonna care if it's a joke or not, but the audience will care. Okay, I know my audience. Hey, check this out. You said you're fine with me slandering you? Yes or no?
If you want to talk as much trash as you want to talk, I can handle it. It's not a big deal.
What trash am I talking?
Right after I told you that I don't like hearing my own voice, what do? You play my own voice again, okay?
Dude, you're talking right now.
And then it's going to be played again. You think I'm going to sit here and listen to it 15 times in a row?
You do realize you hear your own voice when you talk, don't you?
I already knew what I said. You don't need to replay it.
You could say that I'm trash talking you all day, but you know, my core fans know the truth of what's going on here, man.
What are you trying to say about Bitcoin anyway? The tool of fact.
Bro, let's stay on
That's
topic.
not for the common people.
Stay-
Go into
stay-
claim what you're trying to talk about. Bitcoin.
Stay in your
what's
topic.
that?
Stay in your lane, man. Stay in your lane.
Yeah, swim lane. Yo, get out of here with that.
Stay in your lane, man, because you'll get, you know, Bitcoin wrong all day if you don't understand. If you don't understand what I'm saying about Bitcoin.
For 10 years.
If you don't understand what I'm saying about Bitcoin, you'll get it all wrong all day, man.
They'll either come out with
don't bring that up. What I'm trying to tell you is, did you say Juan, you can slander me? Did you say that?
That's lost.
This is unedited. Like the audience is not even for the audience because they'll be able to go back and rewind.
Scratch that. I did not say slander because it's law language. I didn't mean to say that.
What did you mean by trash talk you then?
That I wanted to get off the phone and you're trying to keep me on it by making me explain something else that I've already explained.
No, you haven't explained it, man.
It was meant to be a joke, so I don't care.
Dude.
If you could buy yourself some extra time to get both things. Okay.
That's fine, man. That's fine. No extra time, no over explaining, no going back and forth. I think that's all the people need to hear, man. Like I said, you know, I know what people will like who and who on this video. I already know.
Hey, isn't it good?
You said you'll see me in 5 years?
No, I didn't mean that. I'm talking about from Bitcoin. I'll talk to you later, man. Right?
You think it's a 5-year matter?
Oh no, it could be longer, but I mean, it depends on.
It's a longer matter, man. It's a longer matter than 10 years. Let me just give you the preview.
If the Treasury were to roll out one, it would put a big dent in that speculation.
The U.S. will still be here by 2030, I believe. Let's just say that.
Yeah, but they might own their own Bitcoin.
They do, man. It's USD. There's a reason PwC was asking me why I kept referring to USDT in the auditing statements when I was auditing hundreds of millions in cryptocurrencies.
Is it backed by the good faith?
Don't ever disrespect me by saying that I'm just here because I talk.
You're the one who said blockchain or Bitcoin was the same thing as Libra, so you don't know what you're talking about.
What did I say? What did I say?
You said Bitcoin was the same thing as Libra. Wrong.
I said that?
Yeah, you did.
I said Bitcoin was the same thing as Libra.
You did.
What did I say? What did I say again? Can you say it one more time? Can you say it one more time?
You said it. Go back to your own tapes. We're done.
No. The audience will go back.
I might have argumentative tapes, all right? It's fine.
What did I say? You're accusing me of a lot of stuff, man, on my podcast.
It's so late, dude. I just want to rest my eyes for a little bit.
Dude, rest your eyes then. But you keep making these wild statements that are really assuming things about me, saying things that I never said. You do realize that, right?
If you're going to keep doing it to me, then I'm going to keep doing it to you. I want off the phone.
Wait, when am I doing that to you?
You're making me explain myself before I get off the phone after I've already explained myself.
No. I said you're making it seem like I said things that I never said. You and then back to that, you said, well, you're doing it to me. You're making me explain myself. Those are two different things, audience. Get that right. So go back and roll the tape, audience. I'm not listening to this again. I'm just raw, putting it out, unedited. Okay. No little fancy things on this. No little fancy NBC twist the interview anyway, and you'll be able to tell. All right, man.
And I'm not
Good
worried
night,
about
man.
making a mistake.
Have a
because
good night. Kill Monday, man.
Later, man.
Destroy it. You see that, guys? People assuming a lot of things about me. All I can say is, there'll be more of those in the future. There'll be more of those from a lot of hotshot CPAs. People like to think that I'm here just because I talk. Then they get in trouble with the facts, man. That's just how it goes down. I'll see y'all later.